Can you relate? What side of the couch are you sitting on? These days, I know so many people who are feeling gray and uninspired, and they need a spark to get their creative juices flowing again. Creativity isn't just for a select few. Creativity is in you. Today, we're going to talk about 5 life-changing strategies to get your creative life going again. I'm Dr. Priya. Welcome to the channel. If you're new, please don't forget to subscribe. Number 1, fill your space with art. Listen to music. Bring beautiful words into your life. You may have noticed I have a painting on my wall. It was done by someone really special to me. I look at it and I think about them, and it makes me feel so good. And it also makes me think about birds and freedom. And I make all kinds of connections. Art can do that for us. I mean, you may even get emotional if you have a favorite piece of art that's hanging in your room. And that is what life is, the free flowing of emotions. Our creativity is being in touch with our emotions and our emotional experience. It enriches your environment, it enriches your life, and it will enrich the lives of people around you. Now let's get into number 2, curiosity. Curiosity is a basic component of creativity. Ask questions. Look for answers and patterns and things that you notice. When we ask questions from people from all kinds of backgrounds, we get exposure to different perspectives, different points of view, and that enriches our experience. One of the important things about asking questions is to, for a time, suspend your judgment. Really listen to another person's point of view about fashion or music or about even politics. Just listen. It will expand your awareness, it will expand your creativity, and it will expand your experience of the moment. Number 3 is special. Number 3 is about finding your rhythm, not an imposed schedule that society or school or work puts on you. It's about finding out your creative time. There are people who are most creative, most energetic, have their best ideas in the morning. And there are people whose ideas come out the best, the sharpest, the clearest post-midnight, when everyone else is asleep. So one of the things we know about creativity is it doesn't just come on a time schedule. You have to get to know yourself and your rhythm and maximize that time for yourself when you feel the most creative in your body. Creativity is not just for extraordinary people. It's an extraordinary part of everybody. So now we're going to go over some neuroscience facts about brain states to help you bring out the extraordinary in you. There are 4 brain states in the human being that's expressed during night and day, awake and sleep. Alpha, beta, theta, and delta. Alpha state occurs when we're awake and we may be driving, we may be taking a shower. It's a time when we're putting ideas together, where we're assimilating concepts that we learned during the day. For example, we may have read a book, we may have heard a podcast, we may have talked to a friend, and we're putting together all those different ideas in the shower, and we come up with some insights that we want to share at dinner or with a friend. The alpha state is a really wonderful state to get in after you've been studying for a while, or you're working on a project and you just need to get all of the ideas together so they make sense for you. Take a shower, go for a drive, enter the alpha state. The beta state is more of an active learning state. We can go into that when we're really intensely listening to a podcast or to a lecture or to a friend. Right now, it doesn't have that much to do with this creativity lecture. The theta state does. Theta state is a time when we are in a dream state and when new ideas can just kind of come to us or erupt out of our unconscious. It is a very dreamy quality, and you just are open to all kinds of ideas. This is traditionally reached first thing in the morning. If you're a morning person, the first 30 minutes, you can take a pad of paper and a pen and you can just write what is on your mind. It may not even make sense. You don't have to sit and think, what am I going to say? You just go with your theta. Another really interesting story about theta state is about one of the most super creative people on earth ever, Einstein. He used theta state to come up with some of his ideas on mass and relativity and time. These were totally new concepts. He would maximize his theta state by rocking in a rocking chair and getting himself into like this dreamy, sleepy, hypnotic state. And he would hold a rock, all right? He would hold a rock so that he wouldn't fall deep into sleep, but he was just suspended in this place, and he would imagine himself on a ribbon of light traveling. And new ideas of time and relativity came to him. I think that's pretty amazing. But when you get down to it, Einstein really utilized this kind of technology to bring out the extraordinary in his creativity. Yogis do that in India when they go off to meditate for months or weeks and get into a state where they don't fall asleep, but they're in a dreamy, trance-like state. And so much knowledge about the unconscious and about philosophy is unloaded then. And then, of course, we've got the delta state, and that's deep sleep, and it's very important for our creativity, but we're not going to talk about it today. In essence, one of the things we learn is that we've all got this extraordinary creative gift inside of us. I mean, we're all stars in something. We all shine in our own way. We need to take the leap to learn how we best shine. The ability to be open to risk failing, to not subjecting ourselves to too much perfectionism. You made it this far. Don't forget to subscribe. It keeps the creative juices flowing. Back to the topic of risk. In order to be fully creative, we have to embrace the chance that it might not take off the way our mind conceived it to be, or it might not be externally validated by everyone else, because everyone else has their own opinion. They have their own world. What you are doing with your creativity is you're bringing to life your vision, your opinion, unjudged by you, unsuppressed by you, and it may trip and fall, and it may need more practice. But that ability to be fearless and take the risk, to express your original idea, to express your take on life, will help you to live more creatively and to feel more fulfilled. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.